Hi, I'm Cassie Sousa.
And I'm Kayla Davies.
And today we're going to tell you how our innovative use of technology addresses a critical learning need, community and parental involvement in public schools.
We propose that the use of video streaming technology can facilitate involvement from communities all over the world.
Now, more than ever, parents and teenagers alike find themselves with little time to spare. This leaves community involvement and volunteerism to fall to the wayside.
Community members are important to be involved in schooling. Most of the time, students don't see those people, but sometimes they do. More important is that the community become aware of the good things that are happening at school and also the needs that schools have so that they can be advocates for schooling. The children who live in that community will impact the community in one way or another. Much better if the community has a voice and lends a hand in shaping the way that they're going to respond.
Getting parent volunteers is extremely difficult. We do get a few who can, quote, afford it, where they have the time at home and they can come in. As a Title I school, we are very low socioeconomically. The parents are working. So socioeconomically, it's difficult to have parents take off work to come in and volunteer.
Education would be greatly impacted with a huge force of volunteers. Right now we have in many schools very large class sizes, and we have dictated to us that we must teach certain things and that kids must reach certain levels, and it's otherwise known as annual yearly progress, AYP. It's very difficult when you have very large class sizes to reach every student individually, one-on-one, as the teacher. But with community people coming in and parents coming in and even helping at home, that gives the child much better chance to be able to reach the goals that they need to reach in order to be able to reach their educational dreams, which we hope is college.
I think everybody's protective of their time, and knowing that most of our volunteer requests come during our regular school day. Parents work, people are busy, they have other commitments and obligations for their time. So I think the fact that our school hours are oftentimes people's busiest hours is a little difficult. If we could have volunteers, activities that extended beyond our school hours, that would be great. It's also hard to drop what you're doing or clear out your day or your schedule to come physically to Washington. So if there were ways that we could maybe look to be more creative in terms of tapping into people's energies and interests and attributes without necessarily having to be here at a certain time.
With our innovative use of technology, time, the most valuable of resources, is no longer an issue. Parents and volunteers can now invest what little free time they have into their children's futures without even leaving the comfort of their home or office.
Not only is time no longer an issue, but the world itself becomes a much smaller place. As a teacher, imagine the impact that daily writing conferences with parents could have on student literacy.
Now imagine the power that a one-on-one interview with a state senator could have on fostering democratic principles in your classroom.
Meeting a world-renowned author just got a whole lot easier. Teachers can tentatively post a curriculum map online for members of the community to access.
And those with approved accounts can then choose to donate their time and expertise to the day's subject matter studied.
Students can then speak with volunteers via video conferencing software.
There are no boundaries for the applications of this technology.
Parent-teacher conferences.
Guest speakers.
Absent students no longer have to fall behind.
Reading and writing conferences.
Foreign language interaction.
Interviewing influential members of society.
And most importantly, increasing students' exposure and knowledge of a greater global community. All it takes is a webcam and one free software download to open your classroom doors to the rest of the world.